Hi, today I'm going to show you how to create your own sink and float activity. This is a great early science experiment for your child, and most children love it. So if you have something that is see-through, a glass bowl or a plastic bowl, a bucket, something that they can actually look on all sides to see where the item is, that would be my recommendation. But if you don't, that's okay too. I also recommend giving the child the water in something that they can pour on their own. That way they're practicing their careful pouring and it has an added point of interest. Some kind of washcloth so they can dry the items. I put down a towel on my space. You want to set your child up for success. So if they're doing this activity somewhere and if it spills, it's going to cause a problem, then maybe don't do it there. You could do it on your porch or in the bathtub or in the bathroom or the kitchen where there's tile floor. So just giving them as many towels or rags as you think they'll need so they can be independent if a spill happens. I also created 2 labels. One says float, and I drew a picture of something floating if your child is unable to read. And the other one says sink, and again with the picture of something that has sunk to the bottom. So the first step would be to make sure your child knows what it means to sink or float. So when something sinks, it goes under the water. When something floats, it stays at the top. So maybe the first couple of times you do it with them, and then once they're independent, they can do it on their own. They could find other items around the house to test out. So having the child pour the water in carefully, and then collecting an array of items from your house. Anything will do. This would be a great time to introduce them to what a hypothesis is. A hypothesis is your guess. Before we do our experiment, let's make a hypothesis. So, do we think that this rock will sink or will it float? And then have your child make the hypothesis. It went to the bottom. That means it did not float. It sunk. And they can use their towel to dry their item off. This will prevent more spills. And again, will it sink or float? This item floated. Yeah. Have fun.